Foster Care Awareness Month may be over, but that doesn't mean the need for foster families is also.
Due to the pandemic, we had to kind of take a different approach on things so that we could get the community involved, still show appreciation for our foster parents from a distance, and do a number of different things.
I was a little worried at the beginning because I thought, everyone's going to be worried about taking kiddos in, and this just makes things more difficult. And I feel like we've got quite a bit of inquiries with our agency. We started out with 12 or 13 families before the pandemic that were in the process of becoming licensed, and then from March to now the end of May, we've got at least 24 working families. So that was pretty awesome to see people step up and say, I want to be a part of the solution.
It didn't slow down, luckily, and so we're very grateful for that. And we got some families licensed in the meantime, and like she said, there's a lot of families still just in the verification process that are still going through training, but they'll be done shortly.
I feel like it's really hard to understand right now because you're seeing a lot of numbers being reported saying that our reports coming in are lower and fewer than they were before the pandemic. But what we have to keep in mind is that once we get kiddos back in school and back in normalcy activities where they're around mandated reporters, we expect there to be an influx because right now kids are not out in the community. They're not, they're a little bit more isolated than normal. And so maybe we're not getting reports that we should be getting and that we would normally be used to. And so we just want to be prepared for when that time comes, when things calm down a little bit more and we're getting more reports, that we have openings for them. And I think another thing to keep in mind is even though we don't have as many calls, the severity of those calls that are still coming in are really, really difficult cases, and the abuse is a little more severe, or the neglect. And so this is really impacting us in different ways that our numbers can't really report.
For more information and to stay up to date, make sure to follow Fostering Concho Valley Kids on Facebook. For Concho Valley Homepage, I'm Sonora Scott.